Steve, go. What it do with Steve Lou, Loftp, life of the party, man. Hey, I got my co-hostess.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Meg.
What's up, Megan? What's going on?
Well, life is good. Everything's good. Everything's going on. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I can't complain.
Good, good.
What's going on in these streets?
So it's a lot going on. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so first, let's just talk really quickly about what's going on with Amber Rose. We all know Amber Rose, beautiful model. Originally, she was got her fame. She was already a video girl, but she got most of her fame from dating Kanye West. We know she dated Wiz Khalifa and a couple other folks. But more recently, her boo thing, also her the father of her newest child. His name is, I think his name is AE. And it just came out. She made a post and said that he cheated on her with 12 women.
I saw that.
Yeah, and that's crazy, right? Like, but I guess it's not that crazy. I mean, a cheater, if you're gonna cheat, I mean, what's one woman versus 12? I mean, it is what it is. But the crazy part about it is the fact that he went on some radio show, internet show, podcast, or whatever, and decided to discuss his relationship with Amber and how he cheated on her. Not only did he talk openly about it, but they also made jokes about it. They were laughing about it. He said that this is just who he is. And, he still considers her a best friend, and he still loves her and all this other stuff. Which to me was a whole bunch of BS.
Okay.
But I just think that it's so crazy. Like, Amber Rose is like the most beautiful woman. She's one of the most beautiful women out there. She seems like a genuinely sweet person. I just, find it very disheartening that he would mistreat her that way.
She's definitely a beautiful woman, and I think she was also talking about her other ex-boyfriends that cheated on her, right?
Oh, I don't know. I thought she was just talking about him.
No, I think she alluded to some of her previous relationships where she was cheated on, but I mean, I feel bad for her. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, because sometimes that person, a person might be a good person, but they might not be a good person for you, right?
That's very true. But in at the same token, though, someone who will lie and deceive the one person who really has their back, I think that that's somewhat of a reflection on their character, to be honest.
You don't got hot.
I think sometimes with like in a relationship with a man and a woman, it always like sometimes you always have to see where that man is at, or that woman, not even just the man. You know what I'm saying? Like where they're at in their life. You know what I'm saying? And what they on. You know what I'm saying? So but I don't know the guy that she was talking to, that she was in a relationship with. I don't know much about him. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nobody does. Nobody even knew him until he started dating Amber. So she gave him everything he got right now, fame wise. He got it from her. And at the end of the day, and just to be objective about this, I'm sure there were red flags that she saw. I'm sure her gut instinct was kicking in and letting her know, like, hey, something ain't right, something's going on. And apparently, after reading more about it, it seems like she's caught him before, but gave him another chance. So it's kind of like,
I mean, if it was 12 women, she's caught him at least 11 times, right?
Oh God, it's not funny. It's sad, but I mean, maybe.
So maybe after the second or third time, you should be like, you either need to be breaking up or accepting a polygamous relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Just an open relationship, even if it's not polygamous, like But honestly, I hate this for her. And I think that there is a lot of self-work that young man needs to do. And sorry, my dog.
What up, dog?
And try to Bella. he needs to try to understand what it is that he's searching for out in these other women. And then, I mean, some people, monogamy is just not for them. But if that's the case, say that in the beginning. Don't put on this face, you know, for years, and then I have your baby, and then you go out and be this other person. I'm sorry, Bella.
What up, Bella?
I'm gonna have to go wrangle her real quick.
Tell
Bella, come here, come.
Bella, say what's up to us. Shout out to our sponsor, the Gatherers Group, with our favorite wine, black-owned wine, Willie V Spirits. You did. Shout out to PORCHE Madrid, our co-host, our co-hostess, who is supposed to be here, but missing in action. Now just playing, but shout out to PORCHE Madrid.
Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, if that's not your monogamy is not your thing, say that in the beginning and know that about yourself, and love yourself enough to be honest and real with you, and be honest and real with the people around you.
Yeah.
But
and if you catch your mate cheating on you like 2 or 3 times, you know, you probably need to be, you know, looking towards your next option after incident number 3.
Yeah, I would really say after incident number 2. I understand, you know, people can change. So one slip up, okay, maybe. I get that. Especially in love, and that's the father of your children. You know, I understand that. But 3 times, you know, and then once that shit happen again, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like, it's over with. Because really, if the shoe was on the other foot, if Amber was the one that had cheated on him with 12 men, he couldn't take it. He wouldn't be able to handle that. Men can't handle the level of pain that they put women through. They could never handle that. So there's that. Good luck to Miss Amber Rose. I hope that she finds herself on a path of healing and true love, because that was not it.
Yeah, just come to Atlanta, Miss Amber Rose, and get you a good Atlanta man.
No, do not come to Atlanta, because
love is waiting for you in Atlanta. So Megan, we had a question in the DM. How long after sex should a man wait before he asks a woman for money?
You know what? That is honestly the most ridiculous question I've ever heard in my life, because why is a man asking a woman for money in the first place? Like, okay, if y'all married or on the path to marriage and you need a little help, okay, your woman be there to support you and help you in the same way that same man would be there for her. But as far as like just some casual relationship, absolutely do not ask me for money, because I'm going to tell you no. Yeah, no. There is no time limit, because that would not be happening. If, like I said, we're on the path to marriage or married already, then I have no problem, you know, helping a brother out.
But okay, so if it's a rough week, you'll help a brother out?
If we are in that kind of relationship, like on the path to like true partnership, longevity and whatnot, yes. But sometimes you'll be on that path and it won't even really be that. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be wrong, but that's okay. In those instances where the connection is that, then yes. But just some casual relationship, a guy that you just started having sex with, absolutely not. Ladies, keep your purse closed. And honestly, you know, I feel like that as a man, you know, I understand everybody falls on hard times sometimes, so I'm not going to put that pressure on men. But as a man, there's some things that you could do first before you get to the point where you ask your woman for money.
Right.
In that kind of partnership. If y'all got that kind of partnership, that's your vibe, okay. But some casual, we just started dating 6 months ago, no, don't do it.
I would suggest to a man, like, and I've never borrowed money from a woman, I would suggest that.
I just gave you $20 last week, Steve.
You gave me $20? I forgot already.
I'm playing.
The bet after you gave her the best sex, if you just popped the Viagra, you know,
oh no,
I would say to instantly ask her at that moment. You know, don't give her any time to think about it.
You are a mess. No. Maybe if it's like a sugar mama, because but Viagra, how young, how old we talking these men?
Nah, when you buy the Viagra and you trying to get what you need, you got to do what you got to do. Whatever.
Don't sell yourself short, fellas. No, it's not worth it. Your bodies are valuable too. Oh, Lord.
So what you think about OnlyFans? OnlyFans said, starting, I believe, next month, there will be no more porn allowed on OnlyFans. No more sexual content.
You know what? Okay. I have two sides of this coin, but the side that I'm really, really on is on the side of the people who have made and built that platform to be exactly what it is. And that is the side of sex workers. So over the last 4 years or so, sex workers have flocked to OnlyFans, especially within the last 2 years. They blew it up. It's one of the most popular sites that people will go to buy and sell sexual content. And they made it what it is today. When you hear someone in conversation discussing OnlyFans, you automatically think, okay, this is some explicit adult content. So they have a lot of homage to pay to sex workers for bringing them to that level of popularity. And in the last 24 months, I think it was something like, I think I wrote it down. What was the number? 1 second. Let me see here. So this company went from a $200 million valuation to a $2.5 billion valuation within the last 24 months. We have the pandemic to thank for that, because a lot of strip clubs were closed. People was looking for variety. A lot of women got on OnlyFans, women and men.
Wherever you could.
Right. So for them to say, okay, starting October 1st, we cutting y'all off, it's really a slap in the face, because they built OnlyFans to be what it is. And so here they are being discarded as if they're, just didn't do a damn thing to help the platform grow. And I think that that's really disheartening and sad. At the end of the day, on the other hand, I understand that OnlyFans is they're seeking further investment. So they're looking for investors to come in to their company and help it grow some more. And so in order to do that, they are deciding to cut ties with content creators who make sexual content. But I think it's really a slap in the face, and it's sad. And I hope that there is some other, hopefully it'll be a Black-owned business that comes out, some platform for these people to go and continue their work. Because contrary to popular belief, sex work is work. You know what I mean? People are paying their bills, they're taking care of their children, they're going to college. So I think it's really sad. And I'm interested to see where it goes. But what was your initial reaction when you heard about it?
I just think, shout out to the sex workers. I got a spot in my heart for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got talent too. Shit,
Absolutely.
they need a chance to shine. But you always got to be ready for whatever the next step is, the next the next move. So I think all they got to do is think forward. I think it's probably gonna be like an alternative. You know what I'm saying? OnlyFans is what they got used to, but just gotta just be ready for the next step, man. But shout out to the sex workers, man. I got love for y'all.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Steve. Do you think it was a smart business move for them to make that decision?
Yeah, I'm thinking if they made that decision, there must have been a reason. So, there must have been pressure from, maybe it's about to be like a new investor, that wants to like kind of clean it up, or, so I don't think that they just did it for no reason at all.
Yeah. Business wise, I'm kind of with you on that. I think that there's some information that we the public are not aware of, and why they chose to make that decision. I don't know, even if someone purchases that company or makes a huge investment in it and there's no more sexual content, I'm not sure what direction OnlyFans could go in. I mean, it's been known as an adult, not just an adult site. I mean, there are people, instruments and cooking classes. There's other content on there other than explicit pornography.
Mhm.
But I am interested to know how they're going to keep it afloat without that, because from my understanding, it seems to me that the majority of the users that go there and the people that are creating the content are there for sexually explicit.
So I mean, when they say they're going to eliminate sexually explicit content, what about like the people that got like foot fetishes? Is that sexually explicit?
You know what? That's a great question. I don't know. And who's to say, right? Like, how do they even draw that line? Is there going to be some committee that's formed to create new guidelines, or like who's to say what is sexually explicit and what is not? I think it's a rabbit hole that they're gonna go down. They probably will form some sort of committee to create new guidelines. But at the end of the day, the level of pornography is not going to be what it was before. So I mean, you know what, it is what it is. And then there's a question of like, should sexual content be allowed on a platform amongst non-sexual content? So like, should we really have people who are having sex on screen next to somebody who's doing a cooking class or
right. Yeah, it need to be a little separation,
Yeah, and maybe like the solution would be, instead of just cutting out all sexually explicit content, maybe it's like they have their own version of OnlyFans, like their own like little corner of the platform that's completely separate from everything else that they offer. Maybe that's something they could do.
I would think like if you're on OnlyFans, which is basically subscription based, like you know what you're paying for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what makes it kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're looking for porn, you know who to follow, who to subscribe to, who to pay your X amount of dollars to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And there are reports of women making like, I don't know, $20,000 a month, like becoming like slick millionaires off of this.
Exactly.
And then also after, doing some research on the company, I noticed that OnlyFans takes 20% of those ladies and gentlemen who are creating that type of content. They take 20%.
So they're basically acting as the madam/pimp.
Kind of. I mean, they're pimp. I don't like that word, pimp.
And that's what they're doing, though.
I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna say that they're pimping them. I'm gonna say that people are selling themselves. Because really, nobody's forcing them. Pimp is like you get enforced. You're under a certain guise of manipulation. That comes with a lot of
the original form of a pimp, but the pimp has evolved.
Right. Yeah.
A pimp is almost like security now in 2021. You feel me?
Yeah, and to be fair, OnlyFans has provided a certain level of security, level of security to the women who don't have to, go to hotel rooms anymore, or go to the strip club anymore because they can't, with COVID. Right. So I think it's sad to see it go. I hope that those ladies and gentlemen find and whoever else is on there, however they identify, I hope that there's another platform that they can go to. I know that there are several others out there, but like you said, they just have to pivot, just like how they pivoted, from the strip club, maybe went to OnlyFans during the pandemic. Now, okay, here's your chance. You got to pivot again. Maybe it's, use that money that you made at OnlyFans to invest in your own personal website and subscription service. And there are ways that people can do that, and people do that all the time. So, I mean, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, it's a private business, so they can do whatever the hell they want to do.
Right. And last but not least, shout out to Haiti. You know what I'm saying? With the earthquake that they just went through and everything else, the president getting killed a couple months ago. I mean, I just want to give shout outs to all my Haitian friends and you know friends that are like family. I hate what's happening over there, and I hope it gets better soon.
Absolutely. It was a 7.2 magnitude earthquake, I believe. Left like over 1,400 people dead. There's still an unknown number of people that are unaccounted for or missing. Tens of thousands of people are now left homeless. So there is a level of tragedy that Haiti has experienced. I mean, since the beginning. I mean, historically they've experienced a lot of tragedy, but it seems like recently it's just one thing after another, and they were hit pretty hard by COVID. So my heart goes out to them. There's a young lady on Instagram, Velvet_locks, I believe. If I'll double check and make sure that that's her Instagram name, but she's been doing amazing work there. Hopefully we can get her on the show soon.
Right.
She's doing amazing work there to make sure that the people of Haiti have the medical supplies that they need. And she has an organization. So if y'all go to the link in her bio, there she actually mentioned it. Let me make sure I got her Instagram name right while I'm talking.
Yeah, and let's make sure by the time this come up that we got at least a link that if people want to send any kind of aid and kind of financial help that they're able to do that. Right?
Absolutely. And I think the key here is, if you have money to give or you want to give supplies to this cause, to give it to an organization that it has boots on the ground. I'm not talking about Red Cross. I'm not talking about any of the other NGOs. Give it to people who have boots on the ground, because so many times we give money to things we just do it giving from our hearts, but we don't understand that money goes through a lot of changes before it gets to the people who need it.
Sometimes you got to follow the money, right?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we all about. We all about giving back, you know what I'm saying, and helping out. If you can, give a helping hand.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
And I did have her Instagram name right. It's Velvet VELVET_locks. She's doing a great job of updating everybody on the relief efforts that she and her foundation are providing. And that's a really great boots on the ground organization. Again, if you go to her Instagram page, the organization is tagged in her bio. It's the CHF Foundation, and they're doing amazing work. I believe that they have some drop-off locations to drop off supplies. If you don't want to just give money, you can drop off medical supplies to their location in Midtown. Even on her page, she has a ton of lists of medical supplies that they need, because our brothers and sisters over there are really hurting and they need us right now. So I'm just, there's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot, but this is particularly devastating. It really is.
Let's get it. But yeah, we rocking with Haiti. We sending love and shout out to, like I said, all the family and friends that are affected by that situation. And once again, shout out to our sponsors, Gatherers Group, Willie B. Spirits, Black-owned wine company and spirits company. And today's just been me and you, Megan. So I hope you got a glass to take this shot with me. Do you have a glass?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I do.
So you know how we do on 1, 2, 3. We say Loftp. So 1, 2, 3.
Loftp. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
Bye.